Hopper, how's your day going so far?
It's going good. How's yours?
Good, thank you very much. But I'm not being asked the same questions over and over again like you are. So that's why I figured I'd give the courtesy ask.
Yeah, no, it's going good.
So Devil's Peak is the new movie, not the only thing that you've made by far in the past couple of years. It's Puppy Love, that won an award or two in your name, etc. So you've been keeping busy. But when did you actually make this new movie?
I think it was October of 2021, I believe. It could be 2022. I'm so mixed up. I have no idea, to be honest.
Well, was it all done in one shot or were there reshoots?
No reshoots. We had a strict, like, I think 25 or 28 days to shoot. Yeah, it was every day, every single day.
Tough to get into the Jacob character for you?
No, I thought it was going to be. And I was very nervous about doing an accent, and I've never done that for a movie. But I just, I think what helped is I really learned the script. Like I knew all the lines before we started shooting, which is a first for me. And then working alongside Billy Bob Thornton, who's just like a master at what he does.
Yeah.
He was able to give me a lot of tips that really helped. And also, he's like, when they call action, he's just so good at what he does. Like it brought me right into the character when he started doing what he did. I was just like, I just kind of followed his lead, and he's scary when they call action.
Well, you'd have to kind of expect that from somebody who's also convincing as a musician, because Masters is a totally authentic thing. Whatever Billy Bob is going to do, he's going method, for better and for worse.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, he was awesome. But I mean, but also you don't expect it because he's Billy Bob Thornton. Like he's exactly what you want him to be. He is like funny, he's charismatic, he's one of the nicest people I've ever met, and so like genuine and supporting. And I was just like, I was like, you're so nice. And then it was like, whoa, no, you're not. Like he can just switch so fast, and it shocked me into Jacob McNeely.
Well, focusing on you for a little bit here, you're pretty funny on Instagram. And although this is a dramatic role, the handle that you have on Instagram, that's, pretty.
Yeah, I'm glad you say this, because I don't want people to think that I'm a pig or like I'm not like a player. It's from it's the line from Soul Plane. Which Snoop Dogg says it.
Soul Plane is one of those huge movies that people know existed but didn't see. And by that, I mean, Kevin Hart starred in it. Snoop Dogg, what a cast. But
yeah, it's Snoop Dogg's line. Like I'm not like that kind of person. I just thought it was funny.
Yeah, so that is a memorable thing there at Ease Ladies. But, going through the gram and seeing about the wedding event that you put on, that's at a restaurant that I love in Los Angeles. But I still don't know how to say the name.
Down.
Is it Taix? How do you say that?
I hear Taix. I hear Taix. I don't know. I don't know what it is actually. I'm friends with one of the bartenders there, and she doesn't even know.
Well, so a lot of things have been filmed there, and then a lot of things have been filmed, pretty much diagonal to that at the Bright Spot. What is it about that block that like 15% of movies seem to be filmed there?
I mean, I think because it's like right near Sunset Junction and stuff like that, so it's a pretty lively block. I mean, there's even Baby Blues right there, the barbecue spot, and I like the Echoplex is right under that overpass, and I don't know. I mean, I've seen it in a ton of movies too. I don't know what it is. But I spend a lot of time around there. I mean, I'm at the Echoplex almost every night for
We've
a show.
now people know where to stalk you at. Because they can follow you on Instagram and they know where you're hanging out every night. So what can you do?
Yeah.
Another thing
Echoplex.
that I'm curious about from your Instagram is the logo that you have for your name. Is that an homage to Thrasher magazine?
Yes.
So,
Somebody made it for me, but yeah, 100%. I
so
love
you've got that
skateboarding.
skate punk rock ethic going on.
Yeah, I've been skating since I was 4.
Wow. Okay. Not
I
rollerblading, I
should be
assume.
better, but I'm not that good.
So was acting your first love, or is it just something that you fell into because, hey, that's good opportunity, we'll do that? In other words, are you a musician primarily? What was the plan originally before you got to this point where you're a working actor producer?
No, I mean, acting was the last thing I ever wanted to do. I like music, like skateboarding. I've been doing it really long, but I should be better than I am with doing it, how long I've been doing it. But I would have loved to be a musician. But the two things I wanted to be was either a chef or a historian, or both. And that didn't happen. So the acting thing kind of like, I asked my dad. I was PAing for commercials for a while, for a few months, and I asked my dad. I was like, on this movie he directed years ago, I was like, can I PA on it? He was like, yeah, of course. So I asked him like 2 months before shooting, just to refresh his memory. I was like, can I still PA? And he was like, no. And I was like, why? And he's like, because you're acting in it. I was like, no, definitely not. And he's like, just read the script, you'll get paid, and you'll learn how to fly helicopters. And I was like, okay, I'm in. So I did that, and I thought, working with my dad was maybe going to be like a fucking pain in the ass, but turned out to be a really good time, and he treated me like an actor, not like his son, which I respected a lot. And I just had a really good time doing it. So I was like, all right, well, I guess I found something that I could try.
An accidental
And
career in an awesome way.
yeah, I
And
had but like I have a lot of respect for a lot of actors that don't fall into it, because it's one of the hardest businesses.
sure.
But so I got very, very lucky. I feel very, very fortunate for that. But yeah, I'm really happy I got into it.
And looking at your IMDb, the currency of the biz, for better and for worse, Mother's Milk is listed as an upcoming project. Is that correct?
Yeah,
Now,
yeah.
that is
It's
not
not
about Mother's Milk from The Boys on Amazon, correct?
no, no. I wish. I love the boys, but no, it's about the heroin epidemic, or the fentanyl mainly, going on. And I feel so lucky that I got that movie. I mean, I met Miles, the director, years ago, just in New York. Somebody set me up with him. They're like, I just think you'll get along with him. And we got along right away. And he was like, yeah, if my next thing, if there's a part for you, I'd love for you to work with you. And I'd see him through passing at like some modeling events and stuff like that. And we just always connected as friends. And then I didn't hear from him for almost a year, and then he just called me out of the blue and was like, hey, I got this part for you in this movie in Albany. And I was like, whatever it is, dude, I'll do it for free. Like, let me come. And it was great. I got to work with him, who is, I think, going to be one of our greatest directors starting. And I got to work with Hilary Swank, which was amazing. And I got to meet Elizabeth Cook, who was my like dream person to work with. I did work with her, but I have like contacts in, and I'm dead in the scene with her. So and then Jack Reynard, who's like awesome, obviously. Midsummer was like one of my favorites, and it was just like, I just felt so lucky to be on that set. Like, I felt like a little kid. Like, I was so excited the whole time.
And that's the next thing of yours that we should be looking out for besides Devil's Peak?
Yeah. I mean, not for me. I think more for Miles. Like, I'm not really in that much of it, but it's going to be a really good movie. So definitely look out for it.
Well, to find out about the latest and the greatest, @_EaseLadies on Instagram. Is that the best way to track the latest and the greatest from you?
Maybe. I don't know. I don't really promote that much of my own stuff on there.
Got it. Well,
I'm told I'm supposed to, but yeah,
Or
maybe,
just-
maybe, yeah, I'll start to do it.
or just come up to you at the Echoplex and ask what you're working on and find out that way.
Yeah, definitely. Echoplex or LaMonica's Pizza in Westwood. I work there.
Now I know. Well, thank you for your time and congratulations on Devil's Peak, and looking forward to your next project.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Paltrocast.